In the sport of diving, athletes jump from a springboard or platform, then twist, flip, and maneuver through the air before entering the water with the smallest possible splash. It's a sport defined equally by both precision and power. Safety is a major part of the sport. Competitive diving has fewer injuries per year than soccer, tennis, basketball, and even golf. In fact, diving is so safe that there are more injuries reported from bleachers than from diving. Diving achieves a high standard of safety in two ways. First, through excellent coaching and the correct progression of skills. And second, through the use of specialized training equipment like spotting belts, trampolines, foam pits, and more. Divers have a few tools of their own. First up is the chamois, a super absorbent mini towel essential for drying off and staying warm between dives. Next is tack, a waxy balm applied to the legs to ensure a secure grip during fast spins and tight body positions. What's with those showers and hot tubs on deck? Unfortunately, these aren't so the athletes can have a team spa day. They exist so divers can keep their muscles warm and ready to fight. Every dive is identified by a number. It's the sport's own little language. Take the dive 203C as an example. The first digit is the direction. 1 is forward, 2 is back, 3 is reverse, and 4 is inward. The second digit is usually 0, unless the dive is an arm stand, a flying dive, or a twister. The third digit is the number of somersaults, counted in halves. A 3 means 1.5. The letter shows the body position. A is straight, B is pike, and C is tuck. So 203C means back 1.5 tuck. You're officially fluent. Twisting and arm stand dives follow a similar pattern but have extra numbers. Twisters begin with a 5. The second number shows the direction, the third is the somersaults, and the fourth is the number of half twists. Arm stands begin with a 6. If it is a non-twisting arm stand, the second number is the direction and the third is the somersaults. A twisting arm stand follows the same 4-digit pattern as a twister, but starting with a 6. These look complicated at first, but they follow the same logic once you learn the system. Diving takes place on two types of equipment, the springboard and the platform. Springboard diving uses a flexible board that bends and returns energy. The diver works with the board to time the jump and rise into the air. Platform diving uses a fixed surface at heights like 5, 7.5, or 10 meters. Because the platform does not move, the diver relies entirely on their own power and control. High school diving competes only on 1 meter. College and club programs may use 1 meter, 3 meter, and platform depending on the division. 3 meter and 10 meter are the iconic Olympic heights. Then comes the finale, the rip entry. What separates a good entry from a perfect rip? A good entry may be close to vertical, maybe have a small splash. But in a true rip entry, the splash is non-existent. So how does this happen? First, the hands push air into the water to create an opening. Then, the body follows through the same line, leaving no splash and nothing but a sharp rip sound, named because it sounds an awful lot like ripping a piece of paper. Finally, the diver bends their knees or pikes at the hips to disperse the air underwater so it doesn't rush back up through the entry point. Have you ever noticed that little wheel on the side of the diving board? It's called the fulcrum, and it adjusts how much the board can bend. Moving it forward makes the board firmer, and moving it back makes it springier. Think of it like a personal bounce dial. Scoring in diving is based on both technique and difficulty. Judges score each dive from 0 to 10 in half-point increments based on the takeoff, movements in the air, and finally the entry. Depending on how many judges there are, the scoring system selects 3 scores to use. With larger panels, the highest and lowest scores are dropped so that only the middle scores count. The scores are then added together and multiplied by the degree of difficulty, or DD. The DD is an automatic risk-reward multiplier, meaning harder dives have the potential to earn more points. Competitions can involve both voluntary and optional dives. Voluntary dives are the easier ones, and optionals are a chance for athletes to show off their hardest skills. The number of dives depends on the level. In the Olympics, women compete 5 dives and men compete 6. College D1 competes 6 optional dives at all meets, with women performing 5 dives on platform. Divisions 2 and 3 follow a similar format, but their invitational style meets use an 11 dive format that's made up of 6 optionals and 5 voluntaries. They also do not compete platform. High school formats are similar to D2 and 3, and club requirements vary by age group. At major invitational meets, Divers compete their full list in rounds, with cuts after prelims and/or semifinals. Finalists, usually the top 8, dive again for placement. Now, getting into the sport of diving is easier than you might think. You can join club diving if you're looking for year-round training and skill development. Try high school or college diving if you want shorter seasons and team-based competitions. Next, we have Masters, which adults can join at any age. Lots of facilities also offer summer leagues, lesson programs, and novice diving opportunities. No matter your age, your diving story starts the moment you step on the board. Diving teaches focus and confidence. Athletes learn to trust and control their body, stay calm under pressure, practice precision in movement, and overcome fear. These skills are helpful to have, but the greater benefit comes when they are applied to everyday life. Beyond the sport, diving is about the people. Your teammates, coaches, competitors, everyone you meet, and all of the amazing things you learn along the way. Are you ready to crack the code, master the rip, and discover how diving really works? This is diving, a sport built on technique, timing, and trust. Your launch pad is waiting.